Hello and thanks for checking out TheChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts.
Hey guys, it's James at TheChartGuys. It's Tuesday, August 28th. Going to do my nightly video on gold. So gold, we are getting a pullback on the daily, and you can see the pattern from the bottom is we set at this high here again at 1208.40, had a pullback, set a higher low here of 1189.50 after setting. So we have a higher high and a higher low now formed with the high of today at 1220.70 before pulling back. And what I'd like to do, what I would like to see on oil daily before the close of futures trading at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is to hold this 20 MA on this back test here after gaining it for the first time on Friday and then having this bullish momentum hammer here, not having much follow through. We did break to a higher high, but then definitely saw some profit taking and a very bearish red candle. We did have that same scenario where we had a pretty bearish red candle and then continued higher. But so we want to defend this 20 MA, which is at 1207.30. Looking at the 4-hour, we were once the red flag was, you could see we had this bull flag here, confirm on the 4-hour, another bull flag here, confirm on the 4-hour. And once we lost that higher low on the 4-hour, that was a big signal for bulls to take their profit. You can see the 4-hour 20 MA is the 4-hour is losing the 20 MA currently, and it has already lost the 8 EMA here. And we saw the same scenario here where bulls were able to gain that 8 EMA and hold that 8 EMA. Let me zoom out a little bit. Where bulls were able to gain this 8 EMA here on this bullish candle and hold the back tests of it. And once bulls lost that 8 EMA here on the 4-hour, we did have some consolidation, but it was healthy, and that led to the higher low on the daily that we're forming on gold. So still healthy here, consolidation, as long as we can hold to a higher low above this, again, this 1189.50 level, which is that higher low on the daily. Looking at the hourly here, we are approaching oversold conditions again. So what you would want to watch for on the hourly to confirm that potentially that the bottom is in here on this pullback is a higher high and a higher low on the hourly, a potentially bullish reversal candle here forming. We need another hourly candle, the next hourly candle, preferably on increasing bull volume to confirm this. Looking at gold, the US dollar, DXY. So DXY on the hourly, you can clearly see that still forming lower highs and lower lows here, and 4-hour as well. Lower highs, lower lows, same as 4-hour. And so gold bulls at this point are still safe based on the US dollar until would be a little bit of a red flag if dollar breaks above here at 94.912 and then on a pullback forms a higher low and then another higher high. Looking at the daily is potentially forming a bullish reversal candle here. It's a doji of indecision. And so a green day tomorrow at the close above today's high that's formed at 94.912 would show me that we're going to have some short-term upside for the US dollar. But you can see the US dollar chart on the daily is the opposite of the gold chart now, where we had a high, a low, a lower high on the bounce, and then another lower low when we broke below this candle. And one way you can play miners that I've noticed as well is, so let's use JNUG as an example for now. So JNUG off the bottom, just like gold, formed a high, a higher low from the bottom, and a higher high. And what the signal was for a pullback and taking profit, and I shared it with the room. I said the RSI is a little bit concerning here, especially on a gap up that I do expect some consolidation. And so what's been the signal to take some profit is that hourly RSI, and when you know it's going to form another daily higher higher low on the daily is to look at the hourly RSI being oversold. So if it drops below 30 significantly, then to me that signals, at least if the pattern is going to continue, that the daily is going to set another higher low on the daily. And same thing on dust, the opposite. So if you look at the daily dust, or you can look at JDST, it doesn't matter. You can see that it's forming lower highs and lower lows here at this point. And the signal for it setting a lower high on the daily again is the opposite of the bull miners, and it's been that RSI on the hourly over 70. So it is cooling down before it's being overbought here, and so need to be aware of that this is not a very solid pattern yet, because I've only seen it happen once now, but looking for that pattern to actually become a continuous pattern here at this point. Looking at the daily, we do need to be aware that on dust, this is a bullish engulfing candle on increasing bull volume. And on JNUG, I know JNUG is opposite as JDST, but they'll look the same. JNUG had a bearish engulfing candle on increasing bear volume, and you could look at JDST. It probably looks the same. I didn't even look at it, but I'm sure it's very similar candle on JDST. Close to a bullish engulf, I'd call that a bullish engulfing on increasing bull volume. And Nugget, probably a bearish engulfing candle on increasing bear volume. But watch those hourly RSIs. So for the bull miners, if they get to under 70 on the hourly, look for a higher low to be set on the daily on a pullback. We could have one more red day and still form a higher low on the daily on the bull miners, and we could still have one more green day on the bear miners and still have a lower high on the daily. So keep that in mind. Watch the hourly RSIs. Have a good night.